Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Keeping it on the ground here. As the first down is still going. Who's in the clear? The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, ASU, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Well, all the footwork that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the scoring. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Edwards. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Out of the shotgun, they'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. Offense behind the 6 now in 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
It looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. half the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. Gets the ball as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
See what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The Sooners will look to convert here on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Running out of time in the pocket. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Bringing pressure. He's good as he throws it. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Escapes the pocket. Gets some space among the 30. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Well, this is the risk of playing man-to-man coverage for the defense. You got to spy the quarterback to prevent him from picking up big yards like this. Good decision by the quarterback, and a good job of using those legs.
The pass falls incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And this pass is on target.
He plays zone coverage, and the quarterback is patient. This is a tough play to defend. Nice job of waiting for the receiver to get into the window and then making an accurate throw.
Completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defense.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
They'll kick it away here. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking tackles. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
I still love to see see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Sideline catch made, but they stop him for no gain.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
The Sooners pick up enough yards to move the sticks. And first down, right back to the running game. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
It's a draw. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you almost feel bad for the running back here. There's just nowhere to go. He ends up trying to bounce it to get to the outside on the draw, but the defense covered up all the gaps and made that impossible. It's another nice job by this defense.
Arizona State has the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Looking for a gap. It's Fields.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Snags the quick throw. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They'll give it to the running back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
QB to the tight end for a completion. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. And the offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The Sun Devils will send the punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Getting set up. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds an open target on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. It's good timing. The receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw. Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. We were just able to get him down at the 1. So close. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tough running to avoid a loss. It just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Did he get there on the ground? They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. To get him at the 15, that's when the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Butler. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
A risky call here, close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
So here comes Thorne and Long trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Breaks loose at the 15. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. Timeout is called. Talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Edwards. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown. They'll begin the drive with excellent field position. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. An effective running game is why they were on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop them. There's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Now it's 2nd down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The receiver grabs it. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows some accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Off a successful formation, it's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score on the first down.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have first and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down. Get him the ball.
Okay, now it's second and goal from the 1. Trying to power in for the touchdown. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Of course, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT is good, and they go up 17-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. It's Brown. They tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Incompletion makes it second down. Wants to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Looks left and finds his target there. And here he goes. Out past the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
That pass is caught. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
You know, on a slant route, you'd like to see some big yards after the catch. But the defense has such tight coverage, there's just nowhere to go. That's a win for the defense, even though they gave up a completion.
The Sun Devils are in the red zone now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. They'll stop him for a loss.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. And they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Quick throw out left, complete. Tackle, but forced down.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down where you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And now the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. They'll try a pass here. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution and come up with 6.
Bringing it out. It's Edwards. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Delayed handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. It's a draw play. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Important 2nd down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made over the middle. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's a quick grab. It's into space at the 50. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gain away.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. The back's got it on a counter. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Powering through. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Green to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That's when the offense will take over. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a man deep down the middle. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Using his legs on the scramble.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his back. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
And the Sun Devils will line up on 1st and 10. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Using his legs here. Takes up the 1st and still running. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. On the move now. It's a deep shot to the right. And it's caught at the 10. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
At this point late in the game, you've got to be willing to take some risks, and this quarterback understands that. He puts the ball up in a one-on-one matchup, trusts his receiver. Receiver battles, comes down with a big catch. It pays off. Now let's see if they can put points up on the board.
He's finally tackled out the 2-yard line. Solid 1st down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Edwards. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Sooners offense is back on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. There's a stiff arm. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Chewing clock with the running game. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here. And here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down. This drive keeps going.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a first down, and now this one could be over.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away to secure the victory? Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Playoff game's coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks loose at the 45. He's swarmed by the defense.
Quite a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
Breaks into the clear. Both areas steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away to secure the victory? And here's the handoff. He's got room to run. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
See if they can convert the point after. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's 23. Solid coverage there. They get him into the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. And looking to throw now on first down. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So second down after the incompletion. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Second down, we're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's going to take off. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Love the call by his defense playing dime coverage on that third down. And they do a nice job of not just selling out against the receivers. Quarterback took off, but the defense had enough awareness to keep him short of the first down mark.
They'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
He's kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second down now after the sack. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking to scramble. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on fourth down.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for it here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.